Hi, welcome back. Let's do some calculations with circumferences. Here we have an example. Find the circumference of the following shape. We can see that the 4.1 is the diameter. So we have to think, which formula do we use? Do we use 2 pi r or pi d? We're going to use pi d because it's diameter. So d is 4.1 and we use pi in the calculator. Let me show you. So let's turn on our calculator. The symbol pi is found down here at the bottom, that tiny little pi in that corner. It's yellow, so we have to hit the shift button to be able to use it. And you can see that it appears with the symbol pi. And if you hit equal, it gives you what pi is up to that many decimal points. Remember, pi goes on forever. Now let's answer the question. So we have pi times 4.1. But instead of writing pi times 4.1, I'm going to write 4.1 and then pi. It gives me the opportunity to skip writing times in between. It's just a simple step. But if you want to write pi times 4.1, it's fine. However, you have to make sure you use the times button here and then write 4.1. Because if you don't do that and you write pi 4.1, you're going to get syntax error. It doesn't know what you want it to do. So always put the number in front when you have pi's, and that will save you one step. So 12.88 is our answer. So always use pi, and if you don't have pi in your calculator, use 3.14, and the answer was 12.88, which is 12.9 centimeters. Let's do one more. Find the circumference of the following shape. This time we have 5, which is a radius because it only goes halfway. So let's get our calculator and do that again. So you have two options here. You can go 2 times pi times 5, or you can just type in 10 pi, up to you. But notice that I'm always using the times symbol after pi if I have to multiply. But before pi, you don't need the times symbol. So that gives us 31.4 centimeters. Example 3, find the perimeter of the following shape. Here we have half circle and 7 is our diameter. So we use the circumference equals pi d formula, but that gives us the whole circle and we only need half a circle. So let's work out what a whole circle is. So pi d is 7 pi is 22 on the calculator. Now we need half a circle, so we need to divide by 2. So we get 11. 11 centimeters is this section here. Now we need the perimeter, so we also have to add that bottom section of 7. So the perimeter, or P, is equal to 18 centimeters. Notice that I've used C for the circumference and P for my perimeter. Example 4, here we have just a quarter of a circle. Now the 6 there is the radius, so we can use the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. And because we have a quarter, we have to divide by 4, so 2 pi r over 4. I won't bother simplifying this. I'm going to put 6 as the radius and then I simplify. So now 2 over 4 and 6, I can cancel them out to be 3 pi. Or you can plug that all into the calculator. Either way, you'll get 9.4 millimeters. Now remember, this is C means the circumference, so that section over there, we have to add 6 and another 6 to get the perimeter. So now we have P is equal to 21.4 millimeters. What about this example? We can cut this shape into 3/4 of a circle and a square. Now we notice that if we do that the radius of the circle is now 9 meters. So I'm going to put a dot there so I know that I'm going around. Let's go clockwise, and I've added all the values. So I have 9 for that top value there, then another 9, and then 2 pi r, but it's 3/4, so I have to times it by 3/4. Now plugging in the 9 for the radius, we have that equation. You can put that into the calculator and you'll get 60.41 millimeters. Notice that in this example, I've added all the information in one line and used P. In the previous parts, I've done C first. You can do either. Last example, find the perimeter of the following shape. Here we notice that the 3 is also the diameter of the circle. And we have 2 half circles, 1 on each side. Now if that's the diameter, then that is going to be the radius over there. So if that's the radius, it will be half of 3, which is 1.5. and it's symmetrical, so we have 1.5 on this side. Now, if it's 1.5 and 1.5 added together is 3, then this gap in between will be 7 minus the 3, which is 4. So it looked really complicated at first, but once you start writing down what you know, you'll get all the values quite quickly. So now we know up there, that distance there is 4 as well. So we have 2 4s and we have 2 half circles. So in other words, 4 plus 4 and a full circle, where the radius is 1.5. So plug that into the calculator and you get 17.4 meters. Make sure you use the calculator and try it out so that you know you can put the values in correctly and the correct number of brackets. That's it from me today. I'll see you next time. Bye.